flea market, and I wanted to get a car vlog ahead of time in case I didn't feel like filming one day. So this is going to be my story of the Brown Mountain Lights, and I'm going to try to do some spooky stories this month. So I'll talk about some mostly scary things in the South. I may, talk about some in Savannah since I've been there so much. But right now I'm going to talk about North Carolina's spooky stories. Okay, the one I'm talking about today is the Brown Mountain Lights. And you may or may not have heard of the Brown Mountain Lights. But the Brown Mountain Lights are in Burke County, North Carolina, which is the county Morganton, North Carolina is located in. And there's a mountain called Brown Mountain, of course. And the legend goes that, certain times of the year, or depending on weather, you can be there at night and you can look out toward Brown Mountain and you see these orbs of light. They can kind of be steady, or they'll flash and come back. But in October and November is when they are most prominent. Now, I have never seen the lights. I have always wanted to go over there, but I never had anybody to go with me and never pursued it. Of course, Dave is not a night person, so I haven't talked him into going yet. But it is something I want to experience before I move on to greener pastures. There are several videos out there, and I'll link a couple below, talking about and showing where people have actually gone and tried to investigate. The Travel Channel, actually, their series Into the Unknown, they actually went and spent a couple of nights in Brown Mountain, and that's probably the most detailed real research I've seen. And of course, they were unable to come up with an answer. But the legend goes, and there was a song in 1958 called the Brown Mountain Lights that was #1 on the country charts.
They'd watch for that brown mountain light.
Video below. I'm not I'll put it in here because I don't want to get copyright striked again for something. But anyway, the story goes that they started in the late 1800s. This is the only time we have written historical of Brown Mountain Lights, but they have supposedly been going on since, for hundreds of years. And there's 2 or 3 stories told. One is there was a battle between the Cherokee Indians and the Catawba Indians, and this was a battleground for them. And the story is that the wives or women of these Indians are searching for their lost loved one that was killed in battle with lanterns. Then there is a story, and this one is told about in the song and would not be politically correct in this day and time, but it is a supposedly slave looking for his master who has died. Then there is a story of someone being murdered, and then the loved one that is left is looking for the remains with a lantern. So you don't really know which story to believe, or if that even ties into any of it. Some people have tried to say it's car lights beaming off of something, that it's swamp gas. Well, we know there's no swamps in the mountains of North Carolina. There are some waterfalls, and you see that waterfall in the video that the Travel Channel uploaded. If you can go on the Travel Channel website and watch it if you are subscribed to the travel channel on your system, on your cable or satellite service, and watch that. And I recommend anybody watch it. It is good. It's really good, I thought. And, you know, see what all they see. And that waterfall that they go to, I believe I have been to. And that was recent, because I know we went to a waterfall near there when we went to Elk Falls. And it looked familiar. Of course, I know waterfalls can look familiar, but anyway, I think I have been there. We were there in the middle of the day, of course. You're not going to see anything then. But the stories, you know, kind of the other thing is some people have this thing that it's aliens and they went into the area, and I don't know. You know those stories goes about aliens, UFOs, whatever. But it's still interesting just to know. And I know that late at night, you know, if you're riding somewhere and you start seeing these lights that you can't explain, you know, it is a spooky feeling. And you know, when we've driven late at night, or when I've driven late at night throughout my lifetime, and I see lights that I don't know what they are, you think they're shooting stars or whatever, you know, your mind starts to wonder, well, what if this is a UFO you're seeing, or what if this is this or that? And, you know, I'm not one of these who say absolutely there are ghosts. I mean, my thing is, I don't know. I know there's some things we can't explain, and things that I've witnessed, you know, that I can't explain. Maybe in my head, I don't know. But anyway, that was my first spooky story. And please research on this, and I hope I didn't get anything wrong. And I didn't want to offend anybody by anything I said. It's just that that's the story. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please keep watching for more spooky stories throughout October. And I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.